So we're back for the how-tos. We've had so much rain out here, I haven't really been able to ride the yard. If I can't ride the yard or anywhere, can't really do how-tos. So today, we're gonna go through the basics. So today, we're gonna work on kickouts and whips. We're gonna go over the difference between a kickout and a whip. Last time I was on the BMX, this time we're on the mountain bike. I'm gonna switch it up back and forth for each one. Here we go. First off, if you watched the first video, you should know the jumping. We should have those basics down. We want good speed on the approach coming up to the jump, because if you're trying to do a kick out or trying to do a whip, the last thing you want to do is come up short. Sometimes you might land sideways, which is fine, but you don't want to land sideways when you're going too slow and coming up short. We're gonna drop in, we're gonna approach the jump with good speed, and first we're gonna do kick outs. Here we go. Kick out, back foot out. Actually don't even know how to do a kick out. Let's try that again. Well, that went a little funky. So let's talk about that real quick. Whips versus kickouts. I like to say whips are with the front foot forward, so you're nice and tucked into the bike. Kind of got a good moto look, I guess you would say. A kick out, I feel, when your back foot is out, your body, your knee kind of goes out at times. Your body's really kind of exposed more and you're not really tucked into the bike. And frankly, I just don't think they look as good when the back foot's out. But here's a kick out. Let's try it again. Speed. That is so goofy. So those two runs, I don't even know why we're wasting our time on kickouts. No one wants to do a kick out because we want to do whips. Let's freaking do a whip. Look down. Front foot out. That's a whip. So we ruled that out. Let's just go ahead and put that across the board. No more kickouts. Kickouts are for people who can't do whips. So you guys aren't here to learn kickouts. You're here to learn whips. So we're gonna start over. We're dropping in. More speed, the better. What you're gonna do, hang you down. When you're approaching that lip, same as when those arms are bent for jumping, but instead of just going straight up, you're actually gonna arch off the lip, not even going in a straight line, but almost going. So I turn to the right, kick out to the left. So I'm actually gonna approach, aiming to the left and turn right off the lip. And then that's what's gonna really kind of kick my bike out. Because when I go and really full extend off the lip and turn, that motion of boosting is gonna turn and push that back in, up in the air. And then you gotta turn it and straighten it back out. I'm gonna aim towards this side of the lip, but as I go to pop, instead of just popping straight, I'm gonna pop, and as I turn off the top of the lips, I wanna leave the lip with my arms turning back straight out the lip, still extending up for that height, and really just yanking it sideways. And here we are. This is so much harder to explain looking at a camera, standing on the lip. When it comes to kickouts and whips, that's what makes it hard. Everyone goes to a kickout because a kickout is actually easier to pull out of, because you want to turn, you should naturally turn unless you're goofy footed. If you're left foot forward, you should spin to the right. If you're right foot forward, you should spin to the left. So doing a kick out, you kick it out, but now your legs are positioned to come back, so it's easy to pull back from a whip or a kick out. But when you do a whip, front foot out, you whip it out, but now you're stuck. Now you're turning against your front foot, and that's what makes it hard. That's why you see people land sideways a lot. It's a lot harder to come out of the whip, but it looks way better. So when you whip, you really want to come off the lip, turn those bars back, and you should be pretty much right here. That's a good whip, 90 degrees, bars turn back. And then when you come back in, you turn those bars and you just muscle that bike back around. If you land a little sideways, it's okay. You don't want to land perfectly straight, because if you're going perfectly straight, you're probably not whipping it big enough. All right, here we go. Another whip. Here's another one. If you're really feeling in control and can pull it back, when you go to rip your bars back, turn your head as well, like you're doing a 360, but just find something to look at. So for me, it's gonna be you guys. I'm gonna look back at the camera. As soon as I see it, I'm gonna muscle it around. Probably gonna land sideways, but it's gonna look sick. So explaining whips, actually went a little quicker than I expected. I think I went over everything. I tried to keep it pretty basic for you, but we have plenty of time left, so we're gonna add something else. We're already doing the whip motion. Now we're gonna add knacks. Oh man, I'm so tired. Somebody laugh. You guys don't see it. You guys only see what I record. I messed up a lot doing this video. So we're gonna work on knacks. We're gonna show you knacks. So when you jump, same procedure. No matter what trick we do, you're always gonna have those same motions off the lip. So for a knack, you wanna take your front foot off. Any one-footed tricks, you always wanna take your front foot off, because when you take your front foot off, your back foot just pedals it down. Sometimes it'll stay level, but if you keep weight on it, it's just gonna pedal it down. But if you do the opposite, if you do a one-footed trick with your back foot, what happens is your weight still pushes on that front pedal, which in turn spins your back wheel, and it just throws off your kind of air awareness. But yeah, it just kind of throws you off when you put your weight on your front pedal. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take your front foot off and just start out with doing one-footers. Do a few one-footers, and then don't even worry about the kick out. Then try to put your foot back here, almost like a one-footed Superman. Once you get those, start doing those whips in the same way. Do your whip and just kind of start little. Try to get your leg over your back wheel. Then before long, more you'll be doing a full whip and full knack out here. When you get that knack back, don't just hang it back here, drop it down. Looks stylish when you do this. The legs all low, bike's tucked in you. Looks good. So here we go, we'll go over a few. First up, do the one-footer. Really get used to taking that foot off. Now we're gonna take the one foot back. Now put it over the back wheel. Especially on a 26. Really make sure your leg clears the back wheel. And then just send it. Hit the camera. Remember, first up, do one-footer. Then after one-footers. Alright, so we did typical one-footer. Second one's one-footer just over the back wheel. Now we're gonna throw the whip in there and get the leg over. Start off little first. Then go all the way. That is your knack. Here's another tip to help you out. When you get that foot over, this back leg, obviously still in the pedal, use that back leg when you're whipping. If the whips aren't big enough, push that back leg where the bike just gets forced out by your leg. Then it's out of your way, your leg's here. Drop it down, throw some style points, look over the hot chicks in the crowd, look over to mom and dad that way, and then cruise it on in. All right, let's try this again. I think we're still. Yep. Knack. That's all I got for you today. I hope those tips helped. Leave comments below what you'd like to see more of. Let me know what you didn't see. Was there something I left out in the tips? Try to keep it super basic. I feel like I hit the main points. If you liked it, give me a like, little thumbs up down at the bottom. Subscribe, helps me keep these videos coming. Thanks for tuning in. 9 to 5 how-tos, got many more to come.